This video is sponsored by Shitty VPN. Just like all of the other crap VPNs, but even more shit. This is the tube line adventure to Milan in Italy. So here I'm getting off the airplane at Malpensa Airport. And why have they just rolled up some steps to an aeroplane that's got its own internal steps? Let's take a look around this very cheap airport a long way from the centre of Milan. And along to the lifts. And a lot ago to the next lifts. And oh shit, it's Gruppo Milani Piani! My favourite company of crapness. If we just remember the shit one of these things which I saw over in Basildon. 2 lifts, which are a set of ILE, got boarded with different logics. One had the motor replaced, one didn't. The lifts were no longer a set, and both logics were appallingly bad. But over in Milan, it seems like I love shitness, because Gruppo Milani Piani is the most popular lift company here. 2 floor ones, that's weird. Oh dear, Gruppo Milani Piani. Well, you recognise that name from somewhere else. 2 floor ones, that's so fucking weird. That's what's on the other floor one. 2 floor ones. There's only one set of doors in this lift, so it's 2 completely different floors with the same number. And for a second time, we're stopping at floor 1 again. Floor 1 and floor 1, that makes no sense. Let's go along to the main part of the airport, where there's a very nice long escalator non-stop from the train station below the airport all the way up to departures on the top floor. And along to the lifts, which are some glass lifts.
The elevator goes down.
The elevator goes down.
Piano numero 1. First underground floor. La porta apre. Doors open.
So then, along into Milan. So, along we go to the main business district of Milan. And along to a circle lift. And this lift is made by Maspero, another lift company which is famously shit. Do you remember the London Millennium Funicular? The funicular is out of service more often than in service until it was then later modernised, one of the most unreliable lifts ever made. Well, despite what failure Maspero was in London, they are everywhere in Milan. They are very custom weird lifts. It must be very hard to maintain and get parts for this lift, although I guess in Italy they're used to this kind of crap. Loss of design but poor reliability. This lift chimes every time it passes a floor. Oh no! Maspero again! Fucking hate Maspero. They make lifts in such shit ways, it's unbelievable. Floor 0! Oh, this one works. I did answer and it didn't stop there. Those doors! Fucking hell. Definitely on different motors for getting an outer door. Look at that, fucking hell. Fucking Maspero with this. What? Who designed this shit? No one else in the whole of you would make a lift this bad. so the motor's there for your outer door. And there seems to be nothing that physically attaches the two doors. So I hope that's not software doing that. I seriously hope it's not software controlling that. I hope that's on a relay, otherwise you're fucked. Now along to the next lifts in the business district, which are some more Maspero lifts. Now it's too close, it's not stopping her.
Piano meno 3.
Oh, that's a shield. Bullfrog, cutting hair since 2013. With a drone? I guess that's an okay way of doing a haircut, I think. So along into the centre of Milan. And let's go and find some classic Italian old lifts. Into the first building, which has got some really nice old lifts in an old lift shaft. So then, now I go to the next classic old Italian building. This has got 4 lifts, one 1960s Schindler service lift, one 1960s Schindler lift that are sadly no longer working, and 2 modernised lifts. Let's skip the crappy modernised lifts and take a look at the classic 60s Schindler, which is a very nice lift. Disabled. And here's the one that's sadly not working. Nah, that one's not working, Shane. That one is. So then, now I go to the next building, which has got 2 lifts. One very old, possibly 1950s or even older Schindler lift, and one very old Otis lift. Let's start with the Schindler lift. Now the motion here was unlocked, but then I realised it's only unlocked because there's workers on the roof, and I almost got caught. Let's now take a look at the very old Otis lift. Now go into the next building, which has an old Stigler lift, which has sadly been modernised. So then, now I go into the next classic old building. This building has got 4 lifts, a set of 2 lifts and 2 individual lifts. All of the lifts here are some very nice and very rare old Sabian lifts. Let's take a ride in one of the individual lifts. Sadly been modernised by Cone, but the buttons and interior of the lift are completely original. And let's go into the motor room. This lift has a custom key to get into the lift shaft. That's dodgy. Let's now take a look at the set of 2 lifts. These ones have been a lot more heavily modernised. Modernised by ICT Genesea, wherever that shit is, and modernised again for a second time by Cone KCE. ICT Genesea. Fucking hell. The names people come up with for lift companies nowadays is really depressing. And let's take a look at a lift logic, and it is a Cone KCE mod. Oh, what's else? Fuck you, KC. Where's my LC gone?
Surely cone impact panel in. Surely it's this ICC genius-y thing crap put that in the case it was later. I hope it was not cone that put that crap in. It'd be really bad if cone has resorted to that shit.
And while Italy is a very expensive and overpriced country, at least in most cities in Italy, there's one thing which is free, and that is Dragon Sick. And there's lots of it and it's freely available. It saves on having to buy a bottle of water, and also on a hot day like on this trip, it's very good for cooling yourself down. And along to one of the main train stations here, which has a glass lift. This is yet another annoying Maspero lift. It's maintained by Gruppo Milani Piani. Oh, they're not looking good. And the door mechanism is below the doors. But at least it's been modernised with hydro-aware logic for intelligent levelling hydraulic. Now into the next building, which has got a nice classic Italian lift but is sadly been modernised, with shitty DMG buttons.
Oh, DMG! DMG, stop. Oh, that's not harsh. This lift cab does not suit the old shaft. Why would I even do this to a really old lift? Well, the doors, like, still in the same style.
So then along I go to a metro station, and this station has got a nice 1980s Otis lift, which was a nice surprise.
Do you take the BS old from the metro system?
And the next metro station also has some more 1980s Otis lifts.
That's weird. It's always hydro. I wasn't expecting hydro in this. It's so weird how I've done that. Fancy.
And along to a train station lift. Now I'll go along to a metro station lift, which has some nice cone eco discs.
MX14.
In discesa, going down. In discesa, going down. Chiusura porta. Doors closed. Piano numero 2. Floor -2. Apertura porta. Doors open.
And along I go to the main airport in Milan. The airport at Ryanair is too cheapskate to actually fly to.
In salita, going up. Chiusura porta. Doors closing. Pianta, street level. Apertura porta. Doors opening.
This lift's fucked.
And now I go along to the place where I was staying, which is one of the cheapest independent accommodations I could find, although nowhere is cheap in Italy. Now to another metro station lift, which is a Schindler Eurolift.
La porta posteriore si chiude. Rear door closing. Piano meno 3.
And along to a shopping centre with this melted ice cream statue thing. Let's take a look at the lifts.
Piano terra. L'ascensore sale.
What else is good for this? No. No. Fucking hell, it's locked. I don't even know this door. It's some other sort of door. There's usually some third party style door on that.
Good idea.